Then the other one I go to is missional incarnational impulse. God is a missionary God. The church is a sent people. We see in Jesus the kind of model of mission. You go among a group of people, you speak from within them. If God is a sending God, this is how God sends. Missional incarnational go together. It's the outward and the deepening impulse that associates with movements. And here you actually see the sneeze being worked out. It's like as it establishes itself and then it sneezes out further and further. So missional incarnational is not only a statement of theology, of the most profound theology of the church, mind you. Missionary God, incarnational God, pretty profound, important stuff. But it's also about our methodology, following the missionary God. We are sent into the world, we abide. You know, it's not missionary go home, it's missionary stay home, or grow home. Grow your home where you are, among a people, love on them, and you know, witness from within to the love of God. If missional is the fact that we're sent into the world by the missionary God, and we represent Him in every sphere and domain, it's the kind of the sneeze outward as it multiplies itself. What you'll begin to see that in any given setting where the seed takes its ground is pushed into the ground, into a cultural ground, and it grows up from within. Incarnational follows the act of God in the incarnation of Jesus. That is, God becoming one of us, and I like to say completely incognito. It was 30 years in the neighborhood and no one notices. I mean, what does that say about God? I don't know. Most people don't think about that, but you say, well, this is the God who creates the universe with words, a being of unbelievable, incomprehensible power and intelligence. And He's in the neighborhood and no one notices? Come on! You know, it's the most subversive of all biblical doctrines. What kind of God is this? That He come totally and completely incognito, a schmuck like one of us, right? He just looked like us. No one noticed. Even His disciples don't get it. They only get like glimpses and then they go back to their kind of, duh, you know, they don't get it. But in actual fact, it's the biggest compliment He pays to us, right? Incarnation is the compliment He pays to our humanity. But not overwhelming us with cosmic laser beam light and power shows with, you know, stun us into believing. He invites us through love and through sacrifice into relationship with Himself in Jesus. This must change us. This is how God engages the world. Therefore, we must engage the world in the same way. It's the pattern. That's why I bring the two together. And I think the church is now starting to talk about missional, and I think we're getting that a little bit. It's exciting. Here's the other piece. This is how we should do mission. Yes, we should do this, but this is how we do it. Going in a neighborhood, being part of it, speaking from within. We plant the gospel, we don't plant church. Actually, it's a big thing. Plant the gospel. Plant Jesus in the midst of a group of people and let the church grow out of that. Because the church grows out of the gospel. This is what it means to be evangelical. The evangel is the gospel. And so we should let Jesus do His work. Our job is to plant the seeds of the gospel, the story in a given people group, and let them experience the love of God in ways that are meaningful for them, not imposing our ecclesiology upon the top of them, which is what we've tended to do. So I say, following the mission incarnational impulses, that we learn, that we go to a context, we abide in that context. We don't know what church will look like until we get there. We haven't worked it out until we get there. You can only work out church in context, because church is a way that people express the love of God that is appropriate for them. You don't need a degree to be an agent of the King. I would say your baptism is your commission. The very thing that Jesus does is He commissions everyone. And it's not like people who have done any doctoral theses or anything like that. These are ordinary people. That's the power of Christianity, that we all are agents of the King.